Hi Scorpio, welcome to your July 2022 general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. Before I get started, guys, I just want to take some time to my subscribers to say thank you so much for your love, your patience, your support, and understanding. I know I've been gone for a while. First I got married, then I went on my honeymoon, which was great, but then I got COVID. So I'm fine. I am slowly recovering, taking my time to do so. So, I know it's been a while, but I truly do appreciate your patience and understanding, and I love you guys. So, just want to put that out there. So, let's go ahead and get right into this. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Scorpio. This will not resonate with every Scorpio that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message is going to be for you. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Scorpio, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Scorpio. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Scorpio and cross watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Scorpio, let's get this started. I will be using my sound bowl as always to clear and set the energy. So if you are listening to this using headphones, or the volume's kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit, only for this part, because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's get this started. All right. So let's see what's happening for my Scorpios in the month of July in love and romance. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anyone dealing with the Scorpio. What is the energy surrounding Scorpio at this time in love and romance, spirit? All right, let's see. Finances. Okay, and it says financial challenges are affecting the situation. This can mean a bunch of different things. What's coming through the strongest right now is that this is someone you work with, is a coworker you met at work maybe, even if you don't work with them anymore, maybe that's where it kind of started at, just confirmation for someone out there that this is the energy coming through. For those of you where there's been a struggle in love, and you're kind of trying to understand where that struggle is coming from within, someone else's inavailability right now. It's coming from a financial loss someone may be going through or experiencing, a loss of a job, loss of a home even, I'm kind of hearing for someone out there. Someone's looking for a place to stay, maybe asking to move in with you, Scorpio, for some of you guys. For, general readings, with this card here, what I'm kind of feeling is kind of a Five of Pentacles situation. Feeling like you're not getting enough from this connection, not getting enough in love, maybe. That has been kind of weighing someone down in love and romance. I almost feel like there's a Scorpio here tuning in where you just feel like one after another, it's a disappointment. It's dud after dud. When am I going to have my time? When am I going to have my story? But for some of you, I really hope this is not a particular someone who you just feel like can't give you enough, is not giving you enough. It could just be as simple as that. With Pentacle energy, a lot of readers connotate it with finances, tangible things, which can be very well the case, but I also feel Pentacles could be like energy too. What we give our energy to, what we give our energy towards, and manifesting in the 3D type of thing. And maybe you just feel like someone's just not energetically giving enough into this, Scorpio. You're trying to decide what to do with this connection. Are they going to change? Wow. Okay. I'm seeing the letter R as in Ryan, as in Roxanne. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. Maybe someone has two R's in their name. Let's see. What do they want to tell you right now, Scorpio? The energy that's surrounding you right now. Okay. I will always love you no matter what. Whoa. Okay. Scorpio, straight up with this combination here, I gotta say that there may be, again, a coworker who has their eye on you, a past coworker, current coworker, whatever. But for most of you, I really have to say, I feel like someone feels like they're getting the cold shoulder from you right now, Scorpio. Someone feels like, you're closing them out, you're shutting them out. And maybe you did that for a very good reason, but they're really starting to feel the repercussions of their actions. They're starting to feel what it means to take you for granted and really starting to regret it. Because I do feel they still care for you, Scorpio. They still have love for you. They're still in love with you. But maybe are keeping their distance because they know right now someone's not in a great place financially, or even just for the fact that, maybe the Five of Pentacles is existing. And I do have to say, again, roles could be reversed. But I do have to say I'm feeling this energy of what they feel like you're kind of closing them out, shutting them out. And maybe you're just waiting for them to get it. Once you start to make the more of an effort, once you start to reach out to me first, instead of relying on me to start the conversation, relying on me to make that phone call, relying on me to send a text message, when you show that you're going to put the effort in, I've been waiting to see, and I'm not going to no longer wait for it, then we can make this happen. We can make this work. I don't know if you're putting them on timeout, Scorpio, they're really feeling it and they're getting it now. And so I think, is this the time to reverse all that energy from where you weren't seeing a harvest? You weren't seeing, the fruits of your labor from trying to get this to work with a certain person? Or are they going to stay silent because they're kind of now, I don't know, I almost feel a little bit embarrassed or ashamed after getting pushed out by you, Scorpio. Interesting. Let's go ahead and get deeper into this with the tarot. Yeah, Six of Cups, dead center, Scorpio energy. Some of you could possibly be dealing with another Scorpio, perhaps, or someone with Scorpio in their chart. Does not have to be the case, but yeah, let me get all the cards out on the table first, and then we'll kind of dive into this. Whoa, Two of Cups crossing this. And I got to just put a note out there. So far, you've gotten similar cards to Leo. Leo also had Six of Cups, Two of Cups. So if you guys have Leo in your chart, or if you're dealing with a Leo, I suggest checking out the Leo reading to see if there's messages for you there. Oh my goodness. Another card from that reading. And I shuffle these, and I did a reading right before this. I did Taurus's reading. So these are well shuffled cards, but similar energies coming through. Wow. If they didn't get it, Scorpio, they got it now. This, timeout, this like separation, this, even if you didn't stop talking to them, but they can tell the shift in your energy where you were once so like willing to respond and send tons of emojis, long paragraphs, to being ice cold, they get it now, okay? Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. So Sagittarius energy coming through here. This is kind of like the foundation. This is the start, the buildup of where it is today, right? With the connection here. So with the Knight of Wands, inconsistency. Someone who is in and out. Someone who would be all in one day and then the next, you didn't hear from them at all for days, hours. They are very independent. They don't like to stay in the same place for too long. They may get easily distracted, easily bored. Or, when things get too intense, or when emotions start to come to play, they flee instead of working through it and fighting through it and talking it out with you. But this is the reason why you had to go, or why you started to become frustrated or stopped giving into the situation, is because it was inconsistent. This person was inconsistent. And again, cross watchers, if it's Scorpio, just flip it around, right? But yeah, you felt like this person was impulsive. This person was, someone you couldn't really rely on to fully follow through. It would really frustrate you when they would just go silent for days. and you wouldn't hear from them. And then all of a sudden they come back with either some BS excuse or just pretending like they didn't just leave you on red for, days on end. And that's where you realize, you know what, I'm not going to be an option. I'm not going to be a doormat. I'm not going to tolerate this in and out behavior, this inconsistency, this impulsiveness. Maybe even for some of you, you kind of felt like this person is kind of like a player, playette type of vibe who never fully focused on you, would always have their options open, would be talking to other people, wouldn't be looking to commit. And you waited for them to kind of change that vibe and that shift. But when you saw it wasn't going to happen or wasn't progressing to where you think it should be at this time, that's when you stopped giving into it. And when you left suddenly. Your disappearance was very noted. Maybe even for someone, you guys like literally moved out of the city you were in when you were connecting with this person, moved to a different state, moved to a different country even. And that's really thrown them off. Okay. Wow. So yeah, I feel, Scorpio, that this person now is kind of really realizing, again, what happens when you take people for granted, when you don't fully rely, when you don't follow through, when you give false hopes and false promises, what that really happens, what likely unfolds from those actions and the consequences from them. I don't know why I'm seeing like a gap in someone's teeth, but that may resonate for someone, just a physical characteristic that someone may have. But let's go ahead and get on into it. I feel like they really did not expect to catch feelings like this, Scorpio, for you. And when you left, it really started to sit with them how much they really did care about you. Or even again, if you didn't leave, just pulled back your energy. It is noted. So, center of this is the Six of Cups. Scorpio energy, like I said. Yeah, so this is someone from the past, I gotta say, and they are really starting to feel your loss. They are now relying on the memories they've had with you, the experiences they've had with you, looking through and looking back at, everything you guys have spent together, felt with one another. It really did mean something. But isn't it crazy where people don't really realize that until you're gone? Emotionally or physically, right? And they're missing that love from you, Scorpio. They're missing your attention. They're missing your devotion. They're missing your care in this. I wonder if someone's a really good drawer, painter, writer. Someone has those like unique gifts that they use to kind of channel their emotions, and you create really good work from it. You or them, I don't know. But yeah, I do feel, Scorpio, that they're feeling the absence of your energy right now, and it's got them in their feelings. And I just heard that Drake song in my feelings, which Drake is a Scorpio, I'm pretty sure of. So maybe that song resonates with someone. Look it up, it's a good song. But yeah, so it's kind of like they're feeling the lack. It's almost like, Scorpio, I don't feel like you did this out of vengeance, but you're giving them a little bit of a taste of their own medicine. And they're not liking it at all. They want a cure. They want you around again. They don't like the absence of you not being fully present with them anymore. Or that you're taking your attention elsewhere with that finances card, perhaps. Where once you're giving a lot more time and energy into this connection, into this person, you're starting to diversify because you saw they weren't doing it for you. I'll talk about that with the Six of Pentacles in a second. But there are 2 sixes here. So you guys could be seeing a lot of sixes, 6-6, November 6th, November 16th, perhaps October 26th are your birthdays. But yeah, it's been waiting too long. Waiting too long for a change. Waiting too long for them to move forward. Waiting too long for them to make an effort that should have been given from the start. But Scorpio, what's crossing this is the 2 of Cups. Cancer energy. So this is kind of crossing the situation, or even some tarot readers like to say challenging the situation. There's love here. There's feelings here, whether they like it or not. And I only say that with the Knight of Wands energy. You know, Knight of Wands is not the most romantic person. You know, they kind of take things with a grain of salt, no strings attached, living life sporadically. But then here you are. You came into their life, and it kind of shook up those beliefs that they once had around what they wanted in love and romance. They have an emotional bond with you, Scorpio. And I feel like they've only had this with you. They haven't had it with their exes. They won't have it with their nexts. Okay? Try to be clever with that. But so, you know, with this Two of Cups magnifying this, the longer they sit with the silence that they're getting from you or from the interaction they have with you, if it's something, it's not a lot, they're really starting to see how much you really did put into this and how much they really do appreciate you, having you around, having your love, being with you. And they really are starting to see now, again, from your lack of interest that you've been kind of giving into this, or from you kind of shutting them out, like they can really see themselves being with you now. It just wasn't, you know, they never had the, what's that word? They never had the incentive to do it. They got too comfortable with their own tendency to flee, or with, you know, not speaking up on it with their, you know, before. I think they really weren't expecting you to walk away like that, Scorpio, or to pull back like that. And it's shaking them up a little bit. But now they're missing you. Now they're wanting you. And again, if you're still around, it's not the same as it was before. That strategy worked, Scorpio. You got to know that. Let me confirm that for you. What's crowning this reading is the Ten of Wands. So Sagittarius energy. Yeah, it's been a long journey of trying to work at this, but at some point it just became too much on your plate. And maybe even for finances too coming through, like Scorpio, maybe there's certain things outside of this connection that started to weigh you down, that started to need your attention. For someone, I don't know why I heard family, but maybe certain family members or family instances and situations came up that you kind of had to start to take care of or to put time and energy into. And you know what? Like this person's BS, just having that added to your plate wasn't going to satisfy you, isn't helping anything. It's just adding more on to your stress that you may be going through for someone that is going through some sort of financial or family issue here. So, you know, you prioritized. If they're not going to prioritize me, I'm not going to prioritize them. And that's very reasonable. With this Ten of Wands, I feel like, Scorpio, you felt like you were the only one holding it together. And for those of you where you have decided to pull back or you have decided to shut them out, like they're starting to feel a little guilty about it. Pressure is on their end to change the situation. I feel, Scorpio, you kind of put the ball in their court. Look, I've been trying to dribble this damn ball. I've been trying to shoot it. I've been trying to score. You've been blocking me each and every time. If you want it, you know where to find me. You know my number. You know my contact. You know what you need to do. But I'm not going to be the only one trying to make this work. I just feel, Scorpio, this is a person that likes to have their cake and eat it too. They learn they can't do that with you. And they're learning it a bit of the hard way. This is challenging for them. I feel, Scorpio, though, there is a part of you that wants this person to wake up and get it. So this cycle of struggle, of overworking, of, you know, challenge can be finally put to rest. It's a little unnecessary at this point now. That's how you view it. That's how you see it. And you're absolutely right. All the work was on you, and it shouldn't have been. Not in a relationship, not in a connection. It takes two. Again, with this Two of Cups crossing, that was the whole issue, right? Both being emotionally invested into this, at least doing something to show that you want this just as much as I do. But I'm not going to carry it anymore. A lot of you are realizing you've been carrying way too much into this. And for someone who isn't going to even help you lighten the load, no way. Not with Scorpio. What's reading this is the Eight of Pentacles. Virgo energy. Yeah, so the only way this is going to work, the only way you should see it, Scorpio, or the only way you already see it, is if they put the effort in. If they really show me, not just by giving me these little false promises, this emotional pull that they have with me is not going to work anymore. I need to see evidence, and I need to see proof that they care. I need to see that they take time to put their own, concerns aside. Well, not concerns, their own, again, like it just kind of feels like prioritizing me a little bit more, showing that they really do care about me, showing that, hey, you want to come to dinner with me? I'll pay for the bill. I'll give you a ride. It doesn't have to be, a 5-star steakhouse. It could just be taking me to my favorite takeout place just to spend time with me. That means a lot more to me than, the false promises of that you've always had me rely on. And with this Eight of Pentacles, it has to be proven. It has to be shown in the 3D. And I think this person is really realizing this is the only way it's going to work. I have to put the work in. I have to put the effort in. And it can't be little BS things that are just meant to put a Band-Aid over the situation. I feel like this person before would either give you flowers or write you a little apology or do something to kind of cheer you up, send you a little picture that would, hopefully be a little Band-Aid over, I screwed up, sorry, but here's this little funny meme I want to send you to cheer you up a bit. Yeah, that's something, but it's not enough. You have to do a lot more. I want to see more effort put in. And I think you have a right to demand that, Scorpio. You do. And for some of them, to be 100% honest here, they think they've been doing a lot that's still not enough for you. Interesting how the tables have turned in that point. But again, it's through the little things that aren't adding up to everything that you've put into this. And even if they feel like you're shutting them out a little bit, they still feel like time will heal this or time will come around. If that's the only thing they're relying on, they're going to be proven wrong. They kind of feel like you're distracted right now too. Distracted from them, which is kind of making them in their feelings too. Because they're really getting, you're not my number one priority anymore. Not when you're not doing everything that I hoped and wanted you to do. The interesting thing is that out of this whole spread here, the only suit of cards that's not on the table is the Swords energy, the air energy, the communication, the openness, the learning of one another. So I do feel like communication has been lacking, and I feel that there's a lot of, passive aggressiveness between the both of you that is leading to a lot more confusion in this. But I think, Scorpio, on your end, it's as easy as show it to me, prove it to me, then I won't be second guessing, then I won't be doubting. But you're not doing anything to prove that to me. So why would I open up with all this confession, with all this sincerity when you're not meeting me halfway? Someone's bed is has a lot of pillows, okay? Decorative pillows, a random confirmation, but it's for someone there. So how your energy is in this, Scorpio, how they see you, or how you are in this situation is the Ace of Pentacles. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So different messages. So for some of you, I feel with this, you've been looking for that commitment. True commitment. Or at least something to show you that they care or that they want more from this than just a sexual relation, than just a fleeting type of thing, than an in and out situation. You want something real, you want something honest, you want something genuine. And until they offer you that, you're going to continue to ice them out. And if it takes longer than you want it to, you'll eventually just drop it. But you know your worth, Scorpio. That's why you're putting these expectations in. That's why you're putting these boundaries in. Now, if this is how they see you, again, it took you walking away for them to get this, but they see you as the one thing that they could actually see themselves committing to, the one person. I wonder for some of you if you would literally be their first boyfriend or girlfriend. They didn't have, girlfriends or boyfriends. They don't like to have girlfriends or boyfriends. But to be mutually exclusive with you, you're the only one they've ever thought about that actually being a reality. Or if they had, boyfriends or girlfriends before, it was a long time ago. And it didn't work out. And from that, they're like, never again. Until they met you, right? But they see you're worthwhile. They see your worth. They get it now. They see that you are worth to commit to. You're worth giving to. And they see where they messed up and not recognizing this sooner. You're a diamond. You're a rock. And you should be treated as such. I wonder if they're, for some very, very few amount of you, I wonder if they're looking to get a job from you or to get an opportunity to work from you. Sorry, my dogs are scratching at the door. If you heard that, don't be afraid. I'll let them in just 1 second. How you see them in this situation, what you see from them as their energy thus far is the Six of Pentacles, Taurus energy. The imbalance of giving. Before it was always on you. And I'm saying that because if you need to pause this, but look at this woman by herself on the couch, looking kind of upset. And then in the very background here, over here, you see someone coming in, kind of like last minute, kind of unexpectedly, hey, sorry, I forgot about our date. Sorry to rain check, but, I'm going to need this. Is that okay? Like, no, it's not okay. Not time and time after again. And so now they're really realizing the effort they need to put in to equal or to balance the connection here. They realized it was out of balance. They realized they weren't doing enough. And from you to put them on a timeout has got them to realize that, as frustrating as it is. But now they're wanting to do the work. Now they're wanting to put the effort in because now they see what it's like to not have you in their life the way that you were, or even just not at all. And it sucks. And they don't like it. And they don't want it anymore. All right, Scorpio, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold by the end of the month, what do you need to know about this person so with whatever happens, you can make the best choice for yourself? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome of this situation, what they're likely to do by the end of the month. But I'm also going to pull some oracle cards as well to dive deeper into this connection, deeper into this person's energy so we can see what spirit has to say so it can help you make your decision on this. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Scorpio, I really hope that this reading has resonated with you, that it's giving you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what's going on in your love life right now. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Scorpio, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Scorpio.